Welcome, fuckers, to this episode of the Trailer Park Boys Fan Federation podcast. I'm Morgan Rector,
Hey fuckers, it's me, Raymond Hazen.
and it was Ray's birthday. Well, his birthday's on Saturday. Mine was yesterday. We both had a birthday this week, but Ray got a head start on the partying last week, and
I always do.
so he's in a show on my YouTube channel, Leader One Studios YouTube channel. It's called JD's Firehouse, and the what the show consists of is that Ray's friend Jason will bring guests on his show, and the challenge is to eat these really spicy foods and beverages. Jason and what's his friend who usually does the show with him?
Dennis. That's
Dennis.
the D in JD.
That's right. Yeah,
So-
Jason and Dennis, they love spicy food, so you can see like they're never phased by it. But Ray enjoys some
and
spicy
and
food.
and I learned and realized once Jason told me that Ethan is actually is DJ's son. It's his boy.
Oh, that's his
and so-
son. Yeah,
I hadn't seen the kid since he was real little, so I didn't even think about it. I've only seen him like once or twice ever. But yeah, that's who it was.
Yeah, and so one of the spiciest products that they've sampled it's from what they call a tube of terror. It's a bunch of peanuts, and they're really, really spicy. How spicy are they, Ray?
Oh my God. Well, when I had tried them, up until that moment in my life, they were the hottest thing I had ever sampled. And I don't remember what their Scoville rating is. I don't know if anyone knows about peppers and hot, but like all peppers have a Scoville rating. And if I remember correctly, jalapenos are in like the high hundreds, maybe the low 1000s, and like habaneros are somewhere in the, I think like 4,000 range. I might be wrong on that. I could look it up real quick, but they're not much higher than the low thousands. You know, these hot peppers that we know, and these things like the peanuts, I believe are in the hundreds of thousands, if not the low millions. And just that peanut, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's insane. It oh my God, it wrecked me. You know, I was not ready, and it scared me because Jason told me then, like, we'll get ready because the thing we were doing that night, you know, the reason I was actually there, I don't know if people can tell me my throat's still shot, you know.
Really? Is that spicy? Like you felt sting like hours afterwards?
Well, yeah, I mean, I smoke a lot of weed, so that doesn't help. I take bongos and all that. Yeah, it doesn't help. And then I drank a lot over the weekend, and that doesn't help. And of course, the mixture of all these hot things, because he had me sample 3 things while I was there, you know, and you know, it was almost like each was hotter than the last. I think.
Yeah, the beef jerky, right?
Yeah, the jerky is supposed to be the hottest of them all that we did. And it's the hottest thing that anyone sampled on his show. And so he couldn't get anyone to even do it with him. But in knowing me, like all my friends know, like, fuck, dude, I'll do it. Like, whatever. I don't really care. I'll try at least. I might fail, but I'll give it the old college effort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's, you know, good or bad, stupid or what, but whatever. And if you watch the video as I'm reading it, this jerky is set at 5 million Scovilles, and it's got Carolina Reaper pepper extract and seeds and all kinds of shit all over it. And the Carolina Reaper pepper, I guess, is supposed to be the hottest in the world or something. And I mean, it was insane. I got just about half of it in me, and I lasted maybe 45 seconds or so.
And for what I could tell, nothing could make the sting go away, right? Not milk, not
No,
bread.
no. It would work for a sec. Like if my mouth was like, I would chew up a chunk of bread and fill my mouth with milk, so it was like milky bread, just coating everything in there, and it felt good. But you know how it is, that eventually like dissolves and slides down your throat because it's just liquidy, you know. And and as soon as I swallow it, freaking heat right back instantly, like instantly.
What did they put on the peanuts? What's the ingredient?
I don't remember. I didn't look that up, but it had a bunch of stuff on it. The tincture, yeah, that's the one that I had at the end. where dude, it's like a little eyedropper, right? And you're supposed
Yeah.
to put a little drop on things, just a little drop. And that's what I knew, dude. He unloaded the whole freaking eyedropper in my mouth. I felt it puddle, and
Yeah.
oh my god, like I think because of how much he put in there, it burnt a little. I think even a little bit more than the um, jerky felt, kind of. But it shouldn't have. It shouldn't have been as hot as the jerky. Uh, yeah, I don't know. It was bad, dude. You know, and it's funny.
Yeah.
Jason's a stud. Like he ate his jerky. Like if you watch it, he gets her done. But what the video doesn't show, and you know, his wife wouldn't let me get some footage of it, but he was in bed for like 45 minutes or something after that, just kind of like rolling around, writhing in pain. And, you know, he said that he could feel it moving through his fucking intestinal tract. And I know what he's talking about because my whole stomach was hot for hours after that when I ate the half that I did.
Oh,
Oh my God, it burned like for hours. The next day, dude, Johnny Cash don't even know nothing about a Ring of Fire.
oh shit. You must have been shooting sparks, man.
Right?
God. So sorry, was it the jerky that you felt going through your system, or was it the tincture?
That was the jerky. And that Jason felt it bad. Me, my just whole belly felt warm. He told me that he could feel it, but he ate the whole thing all at once, real fast, you know. I mean, I ate mine in one big bite, the half that I ate, but oh, you know, I think it was almost half, a little less, a little less than half, probably 2/3 or a third or something. It was just about half. But anyway, fucking, that's what he told me later on when he came out of the room. He said that the reason he was in there feeling so bad, like he could feel it moving through his intestines back and forth. I
Wow.
didn't feel it. I didn't feel it all that bad. Just just getting hot as it moved through. I didn't feel it that bad. Like I'm just saying, my whole gut was hot.
Well, like there are some peppers that can do real physical damage to you. Like there's one I read about. I think it might come from Guyana, but don't quote me on that. But it's so hot, and I think it might have the world record that if you were to like touch your eye after eating it, you could go blind. It's that fucking spicy.
Oh yeah, well if you watch the video, like I said, they comes with gloves. Like you have to wear gloves. Jason didn't in the video, but he didn't touch it very much, and he did wash his hands instantly afterwards. But but yeah, it warns you about all kinds of stuff like that.
Wow. Well, I
Yeah, it
mean,
was
it's supposed to be
crazy.
good for you. I don't know. That's what they say.
I don't think that
You
hot.
don't think, that way it didn't feel good. Yeah.
No.
Well, yeah, it's funny because it looked like he only put one drop of the tincture in your mouth, but maybe through sleight of hand or something, he snuck in the rest.
Well, you remember it's like an eyedropper, so he had the eyedropper full,
Yeah.
and so when he holds it over and squeezes it, it all just comes right out. You know.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Instead of carefully, lightly squeezing like you would with an eye drop just to get a drop to come out, he just gave it over and.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's what he's saying. Remember, if you watch that part too, when he's asking how many did you have, and I'm bent over going, I don't know, and I'm like half crying, damn near. He sticks his hand forward and holds out all 5 fingers. He's saying he put 5 drops in there. I'm telling you, I don't know if it was 5 drops, but the damn vial, the eyedropper was full, and so I got a feeling it was a few more than just 5. I felt it puddle in my mouth, on my tongue, and everything. You know,
Shit.
it was so hot. And that was the Hell Gardens Starburst. Hell Gardens Orange Starburst or something like that. But it was made by Hell Garden Tinctures.
Well,
So look them up, people.
if it would have you doubled over, I don't even know what effect it would have on me because I eat jalapeno and cheddar Doritos and I have to take a break at some point. So then that's just powdered jalapeno than that. So
Yeah, I mean, I thought I did all right. Like I said,
yeah.
I can eat jalapenos, the peppers, no problem, raw or pickled. I don't eat habaneros, but I can cook with them. Uh, I've had ghost pepper stuff before. That's pretty hot, pretty damn hot, but I can eat. It's not that big of a deal. Um, this stuff was. It was otherworldly, my man. It was otherworldly. I was not prepared.
Worse than jalapeno, huh? As Ricky
Oh my
pronounced
God.
it.
Right?
Oh, in case you ever wondered what Zesty Mordant is a reference to, we have bilingual packaging in Canada, English and French, and Mordant means zesty in French. I don't know if you realize that, but
Mm-mm. I did not.
yeah, yeah, all the packaging has, except for imported products, but yeah, most things have the French version on it. I think he may have done that once or twice, another time or two, but yeah, it's you kind of get used to that here.
Yeah, the two chips I've heard Ricky bring up there are Jesse Morton's and dressed all over, and we do not have those down
Yeah.
here.
Well,
But
we have
I've
it sorted, yeah, all dressed, yeah.
yeah, is it all dressed? Is that what it's called?
All dressed,
Okay.
yeah, that's what it's called, yeah.
Okay.
Like Ruffles has that.
Yeah. And I've seen those up there. And that's what I was saying. And the Zesty Morton's, it looked like just a Doritos, like some nacho Doritos or something. I
Yeah,
saw.
just zesty cheese, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, yeah.
Or
Which
yeah,
would be
I
our.
should say that. Yeah, that no, yeah. Mordant is not French for zesty. It's well, it's weird because fromage is the French word for cheese. So yeah, maybe it is the French word for zesty. I don't know. I got to look at the label sometime. But it's a funny thing because in Nova Scotia, chips are a big deal. They eat a lot of chips there. I remember
Oh,
when
I
I was
love chips, dude.
yeah. So,
I love chips. Remember when you were a kid? What going?
but yeah, I just remember being a kid growing up there. Fucking, it just seemed like everybody had their hand in a fucking bag of chips. It's really weird. They're obsessed with chips and wrestling too. I'll be right back. The pizza guy just arrived.
Yeah, pizza dude.
Yeah, like verbs.
No, that's cool wrestling, man. I don't know if you probably can't hear me at all, Morgan. I'll just wait a second for you to get here. Maybe I should just keep talking to the people. Dude, that shit was so hot, you guys. I'm telling you. I mean, if you're crazy and you want to try some hot stuff, that Tuba Terror, uh, the Something Bros, was the ones who made that. The face, it's called the Face Melter, and that's the jerky. And then Hell Garden's tinctures, man. Those things are just way too hot, but they'll put hair on your chest. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, Jason was telling me that he's talking about making his own products, his own hot sauces and stuff.
Yeah, he was mentioning that. I say go for it, buddy. Right? What do we got here? Wait, where's my dab pen? Here we go. I'm gonna dab. What do I got here? Oh, Potter's is the company that does this dab pen I got here, and it's the Watermelon Kush Indica. Ooh, it's so good. Here we go. Let's have a dab of this guy.
Kush. That sounds good.
Dude, it tastes just like watermelon. It's so good. Oh, but it fucked you up.
Sounds good, yeah.
Oh,
What do you smoke, joints or bongs?
anything and everything, my man. But I don't roll joints all that often, but every once in a while I do.
So what was I gonna talk about next? Oh yeah. So sometimes guys will get their male friends like a prostitute as a gift, an escort, a lady of the evening. Lady of the evening, as Bubbles calls them.
I've never had a friend that nice.
Is that a bad? Do you think that's a good idea because it's like a woman who may have STDs or crab,
Yeah, you never really know. Like, I don't know. I've never been with a prostitute. I mean, I've been with pretty much all sluts. Like, I'm cool with slut. Like, I'm a slut. I'm an ex-retired slut. Like, I don't charge. Like, I just give it away for free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I trust that more than someone who does it for money, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
As weird as that sounds. Because, like, I don't know. If you do it for money, you'll let anyone pay you. You know what I'm saying? If you do it just because you're a slut, you're at least going to have some sort of standard somewhere.
That's a horror right now. Just kidding.
Right?
Or I gotta get the pizza now. Last time was a false alarm.
False alarm. It's all right. With the power, the magic of editing and post-production. I'm Scoop Dad Leahy, a.k.a. Ray.
So how wasted did you get on the weekend?
Oh, fucking easy 6 out of 10, bro.
How much alcohol did you drink?
Let's see. Throughout the whole weekend, I think I had 2/5 a pint, and then I think I went through 2 cases of beer.
2, as in 12, 6?
Yeah, 12 packs.
12 pack.
And I don't know if I had all of those myself. I think my buddy probably had a couple, but he was drinking. He had a couple. He had some beers himself too, so he might. I guess maybe I could have drank them all.
It's all blur now, huh? It's all.
Yeah. Mhm. So between all that and all the hot shit, oh dude, I was tossed for days, man. Threw up a bunch. You know, that's the one thing. That's the one thing about TV and Hollywood and stuff. Like when we're younger, they never did like partying, and it looks so cool. And you know, partying is totally awesome, totally fun. Love it. Love to party. But the afterwards, dude, like, fuck, dude. And the older you get, oh my God, it took like almost 3 days to recuperate from this one, dude.
And there's a big difference. There's a difference between when a woman pukes and when a man pukes. When a woman's with her girlfriends, they hold her hair and shit. Whereas when a guy pukes, his friends fucking laugh at him. You ever had people do that to you?
Yeah, put your face in the toilet or something.
I never had that happen, but I've had.
No, I've never had that.
Laugh at me, yeah.
But yeah, definitely friends laugh if they catch you puking.
Yeah. Well, I always thought I would always like get it over with, you know, like it's better than ruining your night standing around staggering, trying not to let it come up because it's gonna come up, right? So.
Well, better out than in, I always say, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, my grandpa used to say that, but.
Well, even if no one says it to you, somehow you know, right?
That's right.
So hoe's not a great gift, is it? I mean, I'm thinking we were talking before.
That also depends on the person. Like, you know, if your buddy's Quagmire.
Yeah.
Like, that's a wonderful gift. You know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe
if your buddy used to date a stripper or something, like that's a fucking wonderful gift. You know, but if your buddy's a total, you know, lame or not a lame, that just sounds mean. I didn't mean it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's like a you know, like a nice guy who like he doesn't even do hoes, like probably banged like 4 chicks in his life or something. Like no, getting him, but then again, he might need one at the same time, you know, because he might be struggling.
It would be insulting to get like a meth whore. That would be cool.
Well, yeah, that is true. Here's toothless Tammy.
Yeah, right. Like looks good from the neck down, but her face looks like a 70-year-old woman. Yeah.
Hey, Bill, I'd like to introduce you to One Trick Wanda.
Yeah, right.
Why do they call her One Trick Wanda? You're gonna find out.
Well, they got the skills to pay the bills. That's from what I can tell.
That's right.
Watching meth head porn, you know, they know what they're doing, but it's just and they don't you don't have to pay through the nose for them. That's for sure. Because if you want a really hot prostitute, you have to pay a lot of money.
Oh, big bucks, dude. But yeah, you're right. Those crackos, you could probably get a half and half for like, you know, $60 or something.
Oh yeah, well, some of them are like $20 for a blowjob, really.
Yeah, well, unless I'm mistaken, a half and half is the start blowjob and then you finish, you know, with you know, actual sex.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Half and half, you know.
What I call a wash and fold.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, there's also this interesting thing I read about called the girlfriend experience, where basically you and this prostitute kind of make an arrangement where basically you go to her place and it's like you have a girlfriend and there's kissing and hugging and cuddling and sex and everything, except she doesn't nag you or bitch you out at all, and you leave her apartment and you don't have to speak to her again.
So then it's not the girlfriend experience, it's the mistress experience.
Yeah. Or the fucking fairy tale experience, basically.
Right? Because I was just about to say, the girlfriend experience, dude, if I wanted a chick fucking complaining about everything I do and yelling at me to take the damn dishes into the fucking dishwasher or something, like, I just get a girlfriend, you know?
Yeah, right. And I presume you paid a lot of money to be with your baby's mama, and you probably wouldn't want to pay to have that experience again, right?
Hell no, dude. Hell no. I wouldn't want that experience if you paid.
Did you see that thing I sent you that as the idea for a gag gift for her? It's a bag. It just says "hoe bag" on it.
No, I must have missed that. I thought it was just a bag that was like full of like the word that said the word dick or something, like a bag of dicks.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. I guess that would be apropos as well.
Yeah, right. But no, a hoe bag. That's beautiful. You sent me that. I gotta see that.
I'll send it again. Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
So what? So what do you still see? You have. So I presume you're forced to see her when you want to see the kid.
Well, no. Fortunately for me, my mom goes down the hill and picks him up, so she visits with her, and then it's her alone time with the boy is the drive up the hill and everything. So she gets to spend some alone time because once he gets up here, he's mine. And then I'll sit with grandma while mom takes off down the hill. It's no big deal. Fucking.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. So
I was wondering. Actually, it just occurred to me right now.
Oh, there's my kitty. There's Vince the Pins.
The
Hi,
fact
Vince the
that
Pins.
the fact that your least favorite character is Lucy, I'm wondering, could that be inspired by that?
Very, very much so, buddy. And plus, I've known other girls just like Lucy, like I said, and not just the one that we're speaking of. But yes, yeah, I got a bad taste in my mouth for chicks like her.
As long as she's got her hand in your pocket, you're cool. But then when there's nothing in there for her, she's gone. That kind of deal.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
Okay.
I remember I threw this challenge at you. Not a spicy food challenge, but so we've talked
because I'm probably cool off those for a while.
Yeah, you had to you'll be end up in the intensive care unit.
Right.
But we're talking about like white trash foods before, the kind of cheap shit that you eat when you're poor. And I sent you this challenge. What could you do with bologna to make it like taste like a swanky gourmet dish? Is there anything that you could use to spice it up or to cook it a certain way?
Well, I was thinking about that, and I actually started looking up some bologna dishes, recipes, and things to help try to re-jog my memory. And I mean, there are a few here that on this one website that I found that I've done variations of, actually. Like, here, let's see here. Okay, this one's really cool right here. I've done this before, but the bologna breakfast cup. You ever done one of those?
I never had one, no.
Okay, so you basically just take a cupcake pan, and you just, instead of putting, paper in there and filling it with cupcake, you just line it with bologna, and then, you take your eggs and your whatever, filling and stuff, and you put it in there, and you put it in the oven and bake it, and it hardens the bologna around it, makes like a little cup, and then the eggs and everything inside cook, and then boom, you got this little bologna cup. They're pretty bomb.
So it's almost like an egg McMuffin, except there's no McMuffin. It's bologna. Is that how it works? Or?
Yeah, well, it's kind of like it's like the bologna becomes the bowl.
Oh, I see. Okay.
See what I'm saying? And then, okay, this one I've never done. I mean, I've done a variation of this. Like, we've all had, like, bacon wrapped or pancetta wrapped, or even salami wrapped asparagus, right? Why not bologna wrapped asparagus?
Hey, why not? Fry first.
Why not?
Do fry
right?
Steak it.
Huh? There, a little bologna fried asparagus. That would be bomb. The bologna burger, right? Instead of hamburger or turkey burger or whatever, just a nice thick slab slice of round bologna. with, like maybe some peppers and onions sauteed on it or something like that.
Yeah, you'd have to buy the log and actually cut the thick slices. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely need a log for that because you want a thick, yeah. Uh, okay, here's one that looked really good. Now, I've done variations of this, just like a breakfast sandwich, but with bologna. But there's the egg sandwich with bologna and jerk and mayo and crispy onions that I found on this website, and that reminded me of, because my grandpa used to make me breakfast sandwiches growing up all the time, and bacon, spam a lot. We'd use spam a lot. He loves spam, so I got a place in my heart for spam. I love me some spam. But when we didn't have anything like that, ham, Canadian bacon, or whatever, bologna sufficed very well, and he would use that. Okay. How about this one? Like, have you ever had a mac and cheese or like a casserole, what about with bologna? A nice bologna and cheese casserole.
Or
With
yeah,
some,
make that
you
the
know,
paste. Put that on the bottom of the pan.
with like some, I don't know, some sauce and some noodles, all, and like you can saute up the chunks of spam or saute chunks of bologna up. Um, Here's one that I thought was here. Okay, this one I've never done, and it looks kind of cool. And at a nice, excuse me, nice trailer park cocktail party, you guys, this is gonna go over great. I promise. Everyone uses one. The Southern Gentleman's pan fried bologna slider.
Wow.
It's just a little slider. We all know what a slider is. You get the little buns. I bet them Hawaiian buns would even work really good. Those sweet Hawaiian rolls that we all have at like Thanksgiving and shit.
Oh yeah.
Get those, and then I mean, it doesn't say it because there's no like recipe. There's just pictures, and they talk about it on this thing. I would do some sort of like little aioli, and if anyone knows what an aioli is, just like a mayonnaise based sauce. You basically to make a cheap aioli, you take some mayonnaise and any seasonings or any, like, you can mix a little barbecue and garlic and just have some mayo, and you'll have a garlic and barbecue aioli, whatever you want. So some pickled juice and whatever, and boom, you have pickled flavored aioli, mustard aioli, whatever, some salt and pepper. You basically add a little salt and pepper. That's it. But anyway, put some sort of little aioli on there, and then some pickles and pan fried bologna, nice thick slices is what it's showing, and you have little sliders, and fuck, dude, that'd be fucking good.
Yeah, you got.
uh,
You
but
should have a cooking show.
ooh,
Shoot video of yourself cooking, and I'll put it up on my YouTube channel. I had
man,
the idea. I had this idea. I had this idea to be called the Bachelor's Cookbook, where basically you're showing guys who are absolutely clueless in the kitchen how to cook, right? Because the average dude who's out on his own for the first time doesn't know shit about cooking, most of them, right?
right. Well, let's put it out to the few listeners we got. What do you guys think? Email Morgan or myself, and let us know. Is that something anyone would watch out there? If there's a couple people who watch it, shit, I'll do it. Yeah. At
Are,
least we'll work. At least work on trying to check it out. Get it going or something.
well, what is your method of preparing steak after going to culinary school? How do you prepare a steak?
I have to. I mean, you need to tenderize it a little bit. Light meat mallet or maybe just a fork or something. Just get nice tender, with some holes in it. And then I marinate my steaks for 3 days. I always do. Whatever I'm doing it in, it's got to be 3 days though. I mean, 2 will work. 48 hours will work, but it's not good enough for me. I'd like to go in 3 days. But I prefer putting them in some sort of sauce, that you can make some sort of, whatever you want. I've been doing this thing on the smoker lately. I got that smoker out back, and it's really nice. I like to take them and like I'll marinate them in like some steak sauce or even some teriyaki sauce or whatever, and then you take them out, and then we got some dry rubs that we got in there, or you can get some just random seasoning, garlic, salt, brown sugar, some little thyme, oregano. Make your own little rub if you want, but then you dry rub them and you smoke them, or you can just put them on the grill and heat them up real nice. That's pretty good too. But back in the day, I mean, the best way some people say is just you get some salt and pepper and you put them on the grill for a little bit, and then you get yourself a nice like garlic butter or something that you make, maybe some sauteed mushrooms or something, and you just put those on top with the garlic butter and just the regular steak with some salt and pepper.
Okay.
That's the real way you'll taste the real flavor of the meat. But if you like it dressed up, like my mom and other people do, you know, the marinades and all the other stuff, like those are a couple good ways you can do them too.
So after you do all that, all the marinating, do you even need a steak knife, or can you just fork?
Well,
Cut?
no, yeah, you depends. Yeah, you can fork them a lot. If you overcook it, then no. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember one of the best pieces of meat I ever had, though. I didn't prepare it, but down in Napa Valley, there's the Rutherford Bar and Grill. Go and look it up, people. But anyway, I was in there one time, and I got to have ostrich while I was there.
Ostrich, yeah.
Yeah, and it was a trip. Like it was so funny in my mind when I read that. I pictured the Flintstones, and I pictured the dude running out
Yeah.
to the car with like the giant fucking bird drumstick leg, right? So I just pictured this giant fucking drumstick on this huge plate coming out, right? And I was like, I have to have that like right now. I want the ostrich. But it came in these two little steaks, and it was like red meat, dude, and they were just two little steaks. And I did not need a knife. I used nothing. I forked those just right in half in pieces, and dude, it was so melt in my mouth. Oh, it was so good.
Mm. Well,
Ostrich,
most meat is either like chicken, beef, or pork. So,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, everything tastes like something.
Well, I tried goat once. That's like beef.
Yeah,
Yeah.
goat's good.
I
I've had a lot of things. I had I mean, like I've had gator burger. I think we I don't know if
I
we
would
talked
try
about it.
gator. Yeah, I
Oh,
would
not
rate.
burger, but gator sausage, alligator sausage.
Oh,
Not
sausage. Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, it was sausage. Um, I mean, all kinds of crazy things. Snake, bear, elk.
How was snake? What's that like?
Um, I mean, it's okay. It was kind of salty the way the guy made it though. It was like a jerky thing. I don't know. And another guy made a soup with it one time, or chef that I had at this one restaurant made a soup with it, and that was pretty good.
Well, they're very muscular, so
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
and the no and not really any fat. It's real lean, real lean. So
yeah.
it's like no fat.
And to delve into the history behind how bologna in some parts of Canada has become known as Newfoundland steak. See, the Newfies, they kind of came to be known as being like Canada's equivalent of the Polish, and they've suffered from the same kind of humor and reputation. They're actually fine people. They're just as intelligent as anyone else. But yeah, that was a stigma that they carried around for a long, long time. There's a lot of Newfie jokes out there, but I wouldn't crack Newfie jokes with a Newfie. But that's the history behind that. Why on the show they're referring to bologna as Newfoundland steak, but of course they eat real steak that comes from a cow. So
Phil Collins sure liked his bologna.
yeah, he does. Yeah, 9
Right.
sandwiches. What was the thing where Ricky? I don't know how they were like talking about meat or whatever, but like where do you think they? I think they're referring to some kind of pork product. Where do you think they get bacon from? From a cow.
Oh yeah. God, what were they talking about? Something about uh, it was Corey and Jacob, I think, or something about getting the milk. Remember, he wanted to get the cow for for the wedding he was gonna have with what's her
Oh,
face,
steak maker. Yeah.
Snake Maker. It was something like that, yeah. And then something about bacon was something. Fuck, man, I can't remember how that went now, but I think that's when you're talking about that. I
I
think
think
that's when
so.
that happened. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to watch. Damn it! I gotta start watching some old episodes again. I keep saying that, but I haven't.
Well, I watched up to the end of season 9 on my birthday, so debating with myself whether to watch season 10. I mean, it's good after Candy disappears, but those first few episodes, man, that's rough. It's hard territory.
She's there in 10 and 11, right?
I think it's just 10. She was around for a while, and um, yeah, thank God they didn't decide to bring her back. Oh, and I realized the guy who played the warden in Trailer Park Jail, he played Leslie Dancer, didn't he? Because his voice sounds very similar.
Oh, the blind guy, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know his name in real life, but
no. He wasn't Leslie Dancer. but he's the guy who, what's the movie? The SwearNet movie. He's the gangster guy with his little short buddy. Remember?
Um,
Remember the SwearNet movie?
it's been a long time.
Where they race with Tom Green? That might be the actual same guy who was Leslie Dancer too.
Because if you listen to the voice, I mean, he's speaking with a Scottish accent, I think, but yeah, there's a lot of.
I can't remember if Leslie Dancer plays the same guy as the guy from the SwearNet movie, but I know for a fact that's the same guy from the SwearNet movie. Shoot, I'm totally drawing a blank now.
There's some other actors throughout the series who, like, just bit players who played more than one character. Like the guy who, like when they, I think it was, I don't know if it was season 3 or 4, but it was the season where Ricky kissed Jim Leahy's bare ass. And the first episode, they go to the bank, and the guy who was giving the cash to Julian, I remember he was in the Legion when Bubbles performed there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They got a lot of reoccurring people that bounce around there for sure. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, there's a few of these like Canadian actors who have been on the show a few times, and the guy who played the police captain when Jim Leahy was reinstated, his name is Maury Chaykin, and he starred in a movie called Whale Music, and you get to see him naked.
Daniel, really? Daniel Lilford is the guy's name, and yes, it is the exact same person. So it's all 3 characters. So it's Mr. Pinchbeck is the name from SwearNet the movie, but he's also Leslie Dancer, and he's also the warden.
Yeah, and I was about to look at Jonathan Torrens now. We discussed him briefly before.
Oh, I miss J-Rock, but yeah.
Yeah, so I have a lot of favorite moments with J-Rock. I don't know what it is, but every time I see the episode where he and it was soon after the boys got out of jail, and J-Rock and
that narrows it down.
Yeah, and Ricky picks up the keyboard and you hear J-Rock, baby, J-Rock.
Oh yeah,
I love that. I don't know. I love that sample. I don't know.
I know that is when he's going to get his what did J-Rock take from him? They use the money to buy the equipment.
Yeah, recording equipment,
That's
turntables
right.
and samplers and shit like that.
Turntables and 1 microphone.
Dude, it's almost like I grew up seeing Jonathan Torrens because his first show was called Street Sense. It was on the public broadcaster CBC. It was a show about the economy and money, but for kids, if you can picture such a thing. Later on, he had a daytime talk show called Jonavision. And
I've actually seen clips of most of these things.
Oh, you see Jonavision yet?
Well, you can find almost anything on YouTube.
Yeah, true.
And I've looked up work. That's how I know that Mike was in a band in the late '90s and all that stuff, or early '90s, mid '90s, and things like that. That's how I found the Cart Boy and things like that. Long before Netflix ever put One Last Shot on there, like it was hard to find,
Yeah, he's been working steadily since Trailer Park Boys. He hosted a show called TV with TV's Jonathan Torrens, and he has a podcast now called the Taggart and Torrens Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about sports and politics and offer their own take on current events. So he was born in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Lived in a town near there called Sherwood, and started performing when he was in grade 1.
Like the Sherwood Forest?
Yeah, like the Sherwood Forest, but it was. I guess there was a lot of forest there too. Yeah.
Is this merry men in tights running around?
Yeah, maybe like
J-Rock, baby, in the rock pile, with the merry pile.
Rockin' Hood, yeah.
Right, Rockin' Hood. That's it, dude. I love it.
He has a sister who's an actress too, Jackie Torrens. I don't know if she's done anything as illustrious as Trailer Park Boys, but He he has Jonathan Torrens has two daughters, and their names are Sugar Daisy and Indigo. Thank God those are girls' names. You name a boy Sugar Daisy, you better hope he never goes to prison, man.
Right?
Wouldn't it be ironic maybe if like Sugar Daisy was like a real tomboy, ended up joining the army and everything?
Right. Hi, I'm Sugar Daisy. I'm here to
Yeah,
kick your ass.
it's possible.
Oh, that'd be dope, dude. That'd be a cool fucking like nickname. Like if you're a UFC fighter, you know, if Ray Sugar Daisy Hazen, oh, I'm here to kick your ass. You know, right?
Yeah, I'll kick her ass. She'll be easily. She'd have a grudge and a chip on her shoulder from having that name on her life all her life. And
Well, no, you know, okay. All jokes aside, there are pretty cool names. You know, I've always liked
for girls, yeah.
well, I've always liked names that are different and not, you know, when you name everybody Sarah or John, like it gets redundant and old and boring.
Yeah.
You know, so unique and different names, like I dig that type of stuff. So that's cool for sure.
So yeah, well, I mean, speaking of gender nonconformity, Jonathan Torrens, in 1998, he played a character named David in a movie called Beefcake, which is about 1950s muscle magazines and their connection with the gay community. I never saw the movie, but I know I've seen like just little clips and things, and I don't know if he plays a gay guy in that movie or not, but there's a high likelihood of that have happened because I don't think he's ever been very muscular. So.
My buddy plays one all the time.
Well,
Yeah, my buddy Kevin. No,
also,
I'm teasing.
it says during the summer of 2004, he starred as the Gotta Be Gay guy on the Spike TV mock reality show Joe Schmo 2. So there's a history of that, I guess.
He's also had a recurring character on Letterkenny.
Oh, he's been on Letterkenny? Yeah.
Yeah, which I love that show.
Oh, yeah, I just came up to that. Yeah, yes, semi-regular roles on that. Mr. D, Call Me Fitz, Game On. And so we were going to do, was it letter E from the
Oh
dictionary?
yeah. I believe we're on E's, right?
Yeah.
Let me check. Yes, sir. And because the D's were, yeah, double barrel shit machine gun. Yeah, we just did that one. E's because I didn't. Okay, the first one shit ear. We didn't do shit ear last week, did we? I don't think so. All right. The shit ear. Okay. The portion of the organ that stands prominent. Propensity to hear everything as if it was not true. Pure shit, i.e. pure shit. Part of the shithead that has the pretense of absorbing information, but in fact is resistant due to an excess buildup of intelligent or intellect gained through years of experience in the real shit world. So basically, it's the shit portion of the shithead that is used for absorbing information, but is now resistant to it for excess buildup of intellect gained through real life experience in the real shit world.
You got to get a few Q-tips for that ear, I guess.
Right?
Quite.
Ooh. Shit empire. A pile of shit that is so big it becomes popularized with a civilization that evolves the capacity for interstellar travel and uses it to spread its shit throughout the galaxy.
Speaking of shit, I was just thinking now of the shitmobile, how that's like one of the most fucked up cars in the world, but Ricky's always warning people not to fuck with it. Don't scratch my car.
Right, yeah.
It's missing a door, fucked up paint, but don't scratch the car. Yeah.
I love that car too.
He buys expensive rims for it, I think in season 7.
You know, but like I swear every time he takes a left turn, that one back right hubcap comes off.
Yeah. And didn't he end up getting like some other car and the door came off that one too, and the driver's side door also got jammed? Wasn't that
that did happen at some time, didn't it? Fuck, there's so
maybe
much
maybe
stuff
it was the supervisor's car, like when he was the briefly the supervisor of Sunnyvale. He
Oh,
fucked up
that might have been it. That might have been it.
fucked the car up in the exact same way. Yeah. And
Uh,
it wasn't it the Christmas special, the original Christmas special where we actually see the shitmobile get fucked up?
yeah, yeah. It was Julian's grandma's car, and she gave it to Ricky, or he gave it to Ricky for Christmas when he bailed him out because he was trying to get Lucy to stop trying to bang. Julian was trying to get Lucy to stop trying to bang him, and so he bailed Ricky out of jail and gave him a car so Lucy would get back together with him and gave him the shitmobile. And then when they were in the parking garage, uh, stealing presents, um, he was backing up and he had the door open and he's using because he's looking out. And one of
Yeah.
the pillars, remember, he backed up into one of the pillars and took the door off.
I love that scene of it was it was when Corey and Trevor were stealing gas for the boys, and the mall cops caught Trevor, but he managed to run away. And he's like, "Fuck you!"
Yeah.
Guy fell to the floor.
I'm pretty sure that was the same parking garage they were stealing presents in.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Trevor is funny when he's acting tough, like the episode where he got tired of Ricky pushing him around, so he pushed him back and insulted him, and Ricky tore his pants off.
Yeah, I remember that.
You fucked up because you're so fucking stupid, Ricky.
All right, here, let's see what the next one is. Shit engine, a mythological device enabling motive power to be generated by vapored feces.
Farts, I guess.
Right? Fuck, there's some weird picture here. I was just looking at it. I don't know what the hell it even means. Oh, here we go. Here, last one. Shit enema.
Well, that's pretty straight.
Right?
Back
Preparation for a good job. Creating a clean, precise work environment for a complex task. Ergo, I can't drop the kids off at the pool until I've had a shit enema. Do what you will, make what you smell. Bill Bow song from Shitty Shitty Bung Bang. And there's a picture of what appears to be Santa with shit on his head, sewing another pile of shit in half with a saw.
Yeah, I saw something that threw me this week, not related to that, but Jean-Paul Tremblay posted this thing on Instagram, but his father-in-law, I think he just died. It is so weird, man. The guy looks so much like John Dunsworth. I actually thought that's who it was at first.
Really?
Yeah, he looked a lot like John Dunsworth. It must have been an opportunity for him to work with those two, with that guy.
JP's father-in-law or whatever?
Yeah, JP Tremblay.
Yeah. Wow.
Do you watch The Park After Dark video?
No, I haven't really got too much into their podcast series, and reason being is because I lost my SwearNet a while back for a long time, and so I saw up to like episode like 53 or something of the original podcast series, and I know that it actually leads into Park After Dark. They changed eventually, and yeah. I don't know what it is about me. I don't like skipping anything ever, and I just haven't gone back and actually started watching the entire podcast series, from way back when. Eventually I need to, and I know I'm going to. I just haven't yet. I did watch both shorts of the jail series today, and I was watching Ricky Brown just before you called. I've been staying up on those. I know which is so what, like it's one few minute episode.
Yeah, I saw those, and it's funny because they already dealt with the whole thing with piss in the movie, and now they're doing piss again.
Oh, I know. I thought about that. I was like, dude, Julian is always up to something with piss, dude. I mean, no, it ain't the first or second time. I mean, I swear he's done things with piss more than just twice. I mean, there was the time where he's got uh Jacob work when he's with the military, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that the same time when he was busted with all the cocks?
Yeah, I think so because Jake
Okay.
or well no well Jacob helped him get access to the piss in the military place. Maybe he got busted with the cocks later on, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not around the same time period, right? It's not the same. Is it the same piss operation?
I can't even
What I'm
remember
getting
why he
at?
had all those dicks.
Well, because he was selling piss,
But
and
why did he want to include those with it?
because that way they could like hook it up. It's like it's a fake dick apparatus, so it's got the piss set up, and so when
Oh
you walk
yeah,
in
yeah.
there, you just pull that out instead of your real guy. You know what I'm saying? And the
In case oh, so if they have to do it in front of them, you mean?
you always do it in front. You always have to do it in front of people when you're testing.
Oh
Uh,
shit.
I mean, especially if it's for probation or parole, whatever. Like, they want to see your junk too.
Wow.
Yeah.
That must be so fucking humiliating and degrading.
I mean, after a while, it's like whatever. You get used to it, I guess.
I mean, like, have you had to do that to get medical insurance with a job too?
Uh, I mean, I've had a pee test for jobs in the past, but they never really stand there and watch you for that. Like, it's a little more trusting than that. At least in my experience, they usually have you go down to like just a laboratory and you go into a bathroom, and it's kind of like if you went to Planned Parenthood and like you pee in the cup, and then there's the little closet, a little freaking like medicine cabinet looking thing on the wall, and like you open your side and you put it in there and close it, then they can reach in from their side and take it out, from the other side of the wall. At least that's the way I've seen it. But I've only had a pee test a couple times for jobs. Uh, Probation and paroles and stuff, a lot more than that. And like, oh yeah, they always want to watch.
Were you allowed to even drink alcohol while you were on probation?
Oh, excuse me. Well, it depends. It depends on what your charges are. Like, so if you got alcohol related charges, then no, they won't let you. But if you don't, then yeah, you totally can.
The weed, I guess, would even be off the table, right?
No, for the most part, they don't care about that.
Hmm.
Most parole officers will straight tell you. Probation, definitely. Parole officers, no, they really don't care. They only care about, narcotics, hard drugs, and I mean, but the way around all of that always, was just get your prescription, and then you're approved.
I guess no meth whores either, right?
Right, no meth whores. And the thing is some people say, oh no, in your probation officer, you can't get a prescription. No, here's the thing, yes you can, and then I've had to do it before, and then you go to in front of the judge and you show them the prescription from the doctor, and then the judge has to honor the prescription from the doctor because it's been prescribed, just like you would with any other narcotics. Like, you just can't go get fucking opiates and start popping them without anyone's permission. Like, you need to let your probation know. You got to go let the judge. Like, you're supposed to do that with some places. But they always want to fight the weed thing, and the thing is they'll fight it. They'll tell you no. But if you go to court with the recommendation and prescription already, the judge will honor it because they have to kind of. And then once that happens, probation has no choice but to respect it. Parole, on the other hand, like I said, they don't give a shit. As long as if it ain't fucking real drugs, they don't care.
Is weed legal in California, like the all
Oh,
of California?
totally,
Yeah.
totally, totally for recreational use. So that's why when you hear me talk about the weed store or the drugs store that we have down here, that's
Yeah.
literally what it is. It's just a store, it's like a little convenience store. That it's not like a 7-Eleven, it's more like a pipe shop, like a head shop or a tobacco shop. It's
And the
like a
best
like one
part
of
is you don't have to hang out with a drug dealer like the Flappy
Nope.
Bird brothers.
No, you do not have to hang out with the Flappy Bird brothers.
Hey, where are you going, man? You just got here.
Right?
It's like, dude, I don't want to hang out for 5 hours here.
Terry and Dennis, dude, those fucking guys.
Here comes
Uh,
fucking Cyrus
yeah.
and Terry and Dennis.
Yeah. Oh, fucking come on.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit was great. I remember that. That's me riding a cock. There's a cowboy riding a cock. My name painted right next to it.
But the funniest Cyrus moment, in my opinion, it's from Don't Legalize It, where he's like, I pay them in craft dinner and it's fairly inexpensive.
Yeah.
Is Sam Losko working for Kraft Dinner?
Yeah. Yeah. That shit. Oh, that was hilarious. That was hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
No, Cyrus is good, dude. I like everything that he's in. Uh, I sometimes I wish you'd see him more, but I'm kind of glad that you don't all the time because it
Yeah.
makes his appearances that much more important and memorable. You know what I'm saying? And the dynamics, the hatred that he has for everyone and everyone for him
Yeah.
is just fucking great, dude.
Oh, another one, another Cyrus line. Put down the chicken and the dough. Say goodnight to the bad guys. Oh, did you know that he was one of John Dunsworth's acting students?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've actually seen him a couple interviews with the guy who plays Cyrus. I don't remember his name, but he's talked about some things.
Yeah, yeah. Well, apparently John Dunsworth was like a straight shooter when he taught acting. Like you say to someone that that's bullshit and you know it. He was like real. He didn't pull punches with people.
Well, I imagine, I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, he was so fucking real. His performances were so gritty. Even when even in season 9 when he's laying in the tub with the mannequin pretending it's Julian.
Oh yeah,
He
the sexy
never went
mannequin.
over, he going crazy for him. Like, he never went over the top, man. He was that good. Or the time when he was wearing the underwear on his head and he was blue and basically looked like Papa Smurf.
Yeah, when he was floating in the pool of blueberry rock vodka.
Rock vodka, yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably an easy way to make money. Make some vodka and then just get some fucking Kool-Aid or something. You've ever known
Right.
anyone who made homemade vodka?
Oh yeah, yeah. My one buddy Kevin, dude, he knows he can make you all kinds of alcohol, grain alcohol, moonshine, vodka, bourbons, whiskeys, brandies, whatever, man.
Did he ever make a potato vodka like Julian did that time?
I don't know if he's ever made potato vodka, but he told me he made some wheat vodka a little while back.
Weed vodka. That's
Wheat?
interesting.
No, no, wheat.
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe you could make weed vodka. That's probably possible.
Why not? I mean, if you can make it out of
Jesus.
wheat, why not?
If you don't make any plans for the next 3 or 4 days, yeah.
Ugh. I know,
Uh,
like weed tinctures. I know that you take like really high, alcohol, really high alcohol content, and you soak it with weed for a long time, and you make tinctures, kind of like that Hell Gardens, but different. And then you same thing. You give yourself a little drop or two under your tongue, and it's supposed to really fucking fuck you up.
just that much, huh?
Yeah, because I mean, it's like over 160, 170 proof, 180 proof stuff. You get really high quality, or not necessarily quality, just really high alcohol, stuff that you don't want to drink because it's too high. And then, like I said, you get really good weed. You don't want to waste that on crap, and you just let it soak in there for a while, and the alcohol will break down all the chemicals, right? And then when you strain that off later on, all the THC chemicals and stuff from the weed will become liquid and mixed with the alcohol in the alcohol, and then you fill up little eyedropper jars or whatever, and then a little drop or two every once in a while. Top. Woo wee.
Yeah,
Woo
and
wee.
hopefully it's not spicy like the tincture you just had, because then it's like you're gonna have to get one of those
Well,
electronic voice boxes.
it will be, but it'll be a different kind of spicy. It'll be, instead of being a, it'll be like a.
Yeah, you had no composure, man. You really looked like you were in pain.
Oh, it was so
It
bad,
was not
so
exaggerated, I
bad.
can tell you.
No, and I'm telling you, it didn't help that I had done that tube of terror, because that tube of terror thing went more than an hour before that. Like, it really wasn't. We were only at his house maybe 2.5 hours when we finally set up camera and started banging. I mean, I don't think it was much later than that, because I mean, it had just gotten dark, and you know, fuck, I went to work with him that day. He picked me up in the morning down in Calistoga, and so we didn't get back to his house till like somewhere around 4 o'clock, and we recorded it shortly after dark. So Even when you saw it, the tube, the peanut, the tube of terror thing, it was still daylight outside.
How many peanuts comes in the tube?
I don't know, quite a few, several.
And how long did it take for that to wear off? Like the hot part of it?
Oh, just like the jerky, it felt like forever, but it probably wasn't more than, half hour or so, probably 20 minutes or whatever.
I had 20 minutes. Jesus.
You
Did
know?
did it make you sweat?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, my whole skin was burning. I was red. I'm pretty sure at some point in that video, point out one of those things I was eating. I swear, I looked down and my arms, my skins are beet red, and I'm like, look, dude, I'm red.
Yeah. Maybe one day I'll do my own video, and that'll be even funnier because I can't even deal with jalapenos. So I don't even like onions unless they're cooked. So, and that's not. I don't even think that qualifies as spicy.
No, not at all.
No.
But I'll give it to you.
Yeah, maybe.
I will allow it.
Well, this one chick commented on one of the other JD's Firehouse videos, and she said, if you put sugar in your mouth, that's supposed to get rid of the spicy feeling. I don't know if that's true or not.
I think I've heard something like that. Sugar, I think mustard works. Like the vinegar, the acid cuts it, I think.
Cuts it with another kind of acid, yeah.
Yeah. What else? There's a couple of tricks that I've heard of, but I mean, I don't think any of them really, really, like, it's not going away. Not when you're dealing with shit like this. It's not going away, dude.
Was it as bad coming out as it was going in?
Surprisingly, no. But I think that's because my stomach is a little tougher than my mouth. Also, like, I was pretty buzzed the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like maybe it was, and I just didn't realize it as much. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
How buzzed?
I mean, I was pretty tossed when we did the video though. So I mean, it sure did help then.
Were you buzzed when you ate the peanut?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, of course. I had a few drinks by then.
So if you were been sober, it would have been an even more extreme reaction because you didn't seem drunk at all. Maybe that woke
No. I never. I can maintain well when I drink. Like, I can drink a lot. So like when I've had a few drinks, I go for a while. You know, it takes like most of a bottle before I even start showing effects.
Really?
Yeah, but then shortly, kind of like Ray. You know what I'm saying? And my name is Ray, which is kind of funny. Like Ricky's dad. You know, and another 40 Jimmy, and hey, you better make it 2, buddy. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't talking about beer, folks. He's talking the big old bottle of liquor, that big old that whiskey he was drinking. That, I think, what was that? The bottle always reminds me of Black Velvet. We got this stuff down here. I don't know if you got up there. It's called Black Velvet. It's kind of cheap.
The beer?
No, the liquor. In that episode, remember the episode, the one I'm talking about, is where they want to beat up Ray with the baseball bat, get the cops to beat him up.
Yeah.
And they get the liquor bottle, and they call it a 40. And so I'm assuming it's probably just because there's 40 ounces, because it's a liter, which, well, a liter I believe is only 32. A liter might be 40 though. I believe a liter is only 32 ounces. So maybe, I don't know, but the guy, he asked me, want another 40, Ray? And he holds up his fingers and goes, make it 2. And he's drinking the bottle of liquor. So I'm not sure. I just have always assumed that for some reason they call that bottle a 40 for whatever reason.
Have you ever lived at the dump?
I've never lived at the dump. But I've lived at some places that could qualify as a dump.
Like, have you ever squatted where you just...
Oh, yeah. I've definitely squatted. I've squatted in an abandoned house for a while. I've lived homeless all over the place, And when I live homeless, just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not just a sleeping bag behind a bush under a tent. No, like, I set up a homeless camp. I think told you a little bit about it before, but I don't know if I have or not. But like one of the last times I was out there, uh, second to last time I was out there was we really had it set up before it was over. I had my tent, I had two guest tents, I had the trees tarped off above us, so like you could walk around outside in the rain in between the tents and you wouldn't get wet. There's tarp all throughout underneath the trees above us. I had carpet that we had brought out there. That was strips of it were laid out on the ground, so like you walk in between the tents and things. That's where I had that three-tiered shopping cart barbecue. That's where I had that shower that I built out of the bottles that we built in a hideaway freaking bathroom that you drag branches and trees and stuff over, and you just build an enclosure that is a thicket with a way to walk through it. And from outside looking in, believe me, no one can see things. You can build false walls with trees and branches and things real easily, dude. And just think of a bush. Outside looking in, it's much harder than it is inside looking out, And that place was set up. Like the last time I was in, we got that generator after a while. We had generator running to a couple camps down there. Power, that was cool. And, then I know how to do it off car battery. You can get car batteries. Dude, you can get car batteries, okay? A regular car battery. They've got freaking attachments. You can go get at Walmart, fucking wherever, dude. And you can take your car battery and you can plug it into any socket on any wall and it'll charge up your car battery. And then you can go down, they got attachments that you hook it to the car battery, and it's a freaking wall socket. And so you can plug in your TV or your phone or your laptop, your freaking portable DVD player, whatever, and have power right down there running off car batteries. And yeah, dude. So I don't even remember what the hell we were talking about. why I started off on all that.
You can do that because you were in California. Because up here that'd be unthinkable for at least for 5 or 6 months. I mean,
well, no. Like if they find you, they're tearing that all down, throwing you out.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't just squat. Like no, it's totally illegal. It's illegal to sleep outside in California.
Really?
Yeah,
they've had a big homeless problem.
From dawn till dusk. No, that's not actually accurate. You can go lay down in the park and take a nap. You're fine. But once dusk hits, it's illegal to sleep outside unless you're in a designated campsite.
Wow.
Yeah, you can get, like, when they arrest you for being out, like transience is a crime. You will get it. It's a charge here in California. It's another charge they'll add to you for being outside. Yes, it's 100% bullshit because 150 years ago most people were sleeping outside still.
Yeah.
And what it is, the only reason that it exists is because the government doesn't like not knowing where we're at, and if we don't have an address, they can't monitor where we're at, and they don't like that. Exactly. And so they don't like that. They don't like you being homeless because they can't monitor and control what you're doing or where you're at or know what you're doing or all that stuff. They can't just, he's at this address, let's just drive by if we want to. Not saying they are, not saying they're listening, but I'm not saying they're not either,
It's like a government of Randys,
right?
Harassing.
It is, dude.
Throwing around your piss jugs. Yeah.
It is. The California government is like a whole group of Randys. They're a bunch of tryhards trying too hard.
Yeah. Well, on that note, I gotta go. My mother, who's an invalid, needs to have her dinner. I know it's 11 o'clock, but anyways, that is the case. So happy birthday, which is coming up on Saturday, and I hope you
happy belated to you, buddy.
Yeah. Do you have more plans for this weekend? You're gonna be partying again?
I don't know, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I guess I have something over at Safeway I'm gonna go pick up. And then I'm coming back to the house. I might chill in the hot tub a little bit. I got that inflatable hot tub now.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Oh,
how much
dude.
did you say that was?
It was like $530, and it's a 4 to 6 person hot tub. I can't imagine 6 of us getting in there unless we were all sitting cross-legged, like.
Especially if you're guys, yeah.
Yeah, right. Like, no. But can I see four people, 3 people especially sitting there comfortably? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You know, we could all.
Or 3 chicks and you.
Yeah, right. You know, so I mean, yeah, six person, it's me and 5 chicks. There's plenty of room, man.
Yeah, yeah. Have they foursome, you know.
Right? Now I just need to find some chicks. I got the hot tub. I just need to find some chicks. Hey, so if there's any chicks out there that want to go in the hot tub, just email me at scoopdad.leahy@gmail.com.
Who doesn't love a hot tub?
Right? Who doesn't love a hot tub? No, anyway, yeah, if anyone out there would watch that fucking episode, have them remind that too. Email us, you know, of cooking show or any ideas for other shows or anything like that, you know.
All right. Well,
All right.
on behalf of Ray and I, we've got your belly.
That's right. All right, now go fuck yourselves, fuckers.
Later,
Later, bud. You
everybody.
too, man. All right, bye-bye.